Students, in this video we are going to learn trigonometric functions, which is chapter number 3, mathematics paper 1. In previous video we have started these trigonometric functions. There we did solution of the trigonometric equation, further principal solution. What are the principal solution? That is just revision of the previous video. Now here general solution. We are going to start general solution. So what are the general solution of the trigonometric equation? We did principal solution. Principal solution means what? The solution of trigonometric equation where theta lies in 0 and 2 pi. So that become principal solution. So these principal solutions are finite in number. Now we are going to learn what are the general solution. We have started exercise 3.1. In that questions on principal solutions we did. Now let's start with general solution. So what are the general solutions? See, trigonometric function, for example, sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Look at this trigonometric equation. Sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. So let's find solution of this trigonometric equation. You know theta is equal to pi by 4. Sin of pi by 4 becomes 1 by root 2. And sin of this is positive here. So it must be in first and the second quadrant. So listen, sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. So what are the solution of this equation? So solution of this equation, theta is equal to pi by 4. First quadrant as well as in second quadrant. See, we know sin of pi minus theta is equal to sin theta. So another solution we can find, sin of pi minus pi by 4, and this is sin of pi minus 1, that is 4 pi minus pi, which is 3 pi by 4. So this is another value which satisfies this equation. So thus another solution is 3 pi by 4. ये एक solution है, ये दूसरा solution है. We know trigonometric functions are periodic functions. So this sine function is periodic with period 2 pi. So after every 2 pi period you will get the same value. So if we add 2 pi here, so what value we will get? So 2 pi we add here. So another value will be 9 pi by 4. We are adding 2 pi here, pi by 4 plus 2 pi. So we are getting 9 pi by 4. So for this again we are getting sine of the angle is what? 1 by root 2. So this become again solution of the trigonometric equation. Here infinite number of solutions we can find. So we are going to start with the general solution. General solutions are nothing but the solution of trigonometric equation generalized by using periodicity of the trigonometric functions. So as this function is periodic function with period 2 pi, so another values or another solutions are these. Again we add 2 pi over here, so this become 3 pi by 4. We are adding 2 pi, so this gives 11 pi by 4 and so on. So we are getting infinite number of solutions of this trigonometric equation. So thus we said that the solution of trigonometric equation generalized by using its periodicity. So these infinite number of solutions are there. This can be written by using n, integer n, where n is belonging to integer. So general solution is nothing but the solution of trigonometric equation generalized by using periodicity of the trigonometric function. So that are nothing but general solution. So let us see the equation. First equation, suppose sin theta. See, we are finding general solution. Sin theta is equal to 0, where theta is belonging to r. See, our theta is belonging to r. Sin theta is equal to 0. We know sine of 0 is 0, sine of pi is 0, sine of minus pi is 0, sine of 2 pi is 0. So the solution of this trigonometric equation is theta is equal to n pi, where n is integer, n belongs to z. N is integer where n belongs to z. N belongs to z. Now another, cos theta is equal to 0. See, this trigonometric equation will have solution. Theta is equal to, for every odd multiple of theta, that is cos of pi by 2, cos of 3 pi by 2, cos of 5 pi by 2. So for odd multiples of pi by 2, cos is 0. So therefore theta is equal to odd. So 2n is even, where n is integer, so 2n is even and plus 1 will become odd. So odd multiple of pi by 2, where n is belonging to z. So this is what solution, general solution. General solution by using n we are writing. We are writing general solution of the trigonometric equation by using n, where n is what? Integer. So we generalize the solution by using periodicity of the trigonometric functions. So here third one, tan of theta is equal to 0. Now this implies theta is equal to again n pi, because tan theta we write sin theta upon cos theta, which is 0, and cross multiplication will give us sin theta is equal to 0. So we have sin theta is 0 implies theta is n pi. So theta is equal to n pi, where again n is belonging to z. So we have thus these three general solutions. Sin theta is equal to 0, first equation. Second, cos theta is equal to 0 implies theta is odd multiple of pi by 2. Tan theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to n pi, same as sin theta is equal to 0, where n is belonging to z. So these are general solutions of the equation sin theta is equal to 0, cos theta is equal to 0 and tan theta is equal to 0. Now another equations we see and solution, general solution of that equations. हमने तीन ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक इक्वेशंस देखे हैं जिसके जनरल सॉल्यूशंस वी सेड हियर. पहला है sin थीटा इज इक्वल टू 0, दैट थीटा इज इक्वल टू n पाई, वेयर n इज बिलोंगिंग टू इंटीजर दैट इज z. दूसरा है cos थीटा इज इक्वल टू 0, इसके लिए सॉल्यूशन है थीटा इज इक्वल टू ऑड मल्टीपल ऑफ पाई बाय 2. और तीसरा है tan थीटा इज इक्वल टू 0, थीटा इज इक्वल टू n पाई, वेयर n is belonging to z. Now next three are these. Sin theta is equal to sin alpha implies theta is n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha. So let's prove this first one. So first we prove sin theta is equal to sin alpha. See here, sin theta is equal to sin alpha. Now we want to prove that theta, that is the general solution, theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha. That is the general solution of this trigonometric equation. So sin theta is equal to sin alpha we wrote. Now take this sin alpha to the left hand side. This gives sin theta minus sin alpha is equal to 0. We took sin alpha in the left hand side. Now we have sin theta sin c minus sin d, factorization formula, that is 2 cos sin c minus sin d, 2 cos c plus d upon 2 theta plus alpha upon 2 into sin c minus d upon 2, that is theta minus alpha upon 2, and the right hand side is 0. So what we use here, sin c minus sin d, 2 cos c plus d upon 2 into sin c minus d upon 2, that is equal to 0. Now as this right hand side is 0, so either this is 0 or this is 0. So what we can write here, cos of theta plus alpha upon 2 is equal to 0, and sin of theta minus alpha upon 2 is equal to 0. Now compare this with the previous, that sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is n pi, cos theta is 0, theta is 2n plus 1 pi by 2. We apply the same. This we apply, that cos theta is equal to 0, then theta is odd multiple of pi by 2, or theta is now theta plus alpha upon 2. Therefore, theta plus alpha upon 2, that must be odd multiple of pi by 2. So 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. This 2 is getting cancelled. Okay. So theta plus alpha is equal to 2n plus 1 pi. Therefore, theta is equal to 2n plus 1 pi minus alpha. Similarly, sin theta minus alpha upon 2 is 0. Compare with this. Sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to n pi. So our theta is this theta minus alpha upon 2. So theta minus alpha upon 2 must be equal to n pi. Taking cross multiplication will give us theta minus alpha is equal to 2n pi, and theta is equal to 2n pi plus alpha. You can observe here this 2n, n is integer, so 2n is what? Even. N is integer, 2 into n. What is this? Even. Even multiple of pi plus alpha. Now n is integer, so 2 into n is even integer, plus 1 is odd integer, into pi minus alpha. So what we can write here? Theta is equal to odd multiple of pi, then minus alpha. Odd multiple of pi, then minus alpha, and here theta is equal to even multiple. 2n is even into pi, so it is even multiple of pi plus alpha. So you observe that our solution become like this. When theta is even multiple of pi, then plus alpha. Theta is odd multiple of pi, then minus alpha. So when odd multiple of pi, then minus alpha, even multiple of pi, then plus alpha. So we can put both the solution in this way. So theta is equal to n pi, where n can be even or odd, plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha. That is, when n is even, अगर n even है तो, if suppose our n is even, then minus 1 raised to power even, that will become what? Plus. So plus alpha. When it is even, n is even multiple of pi and plus alpha. See, minus 1 raised to power n is equal to plus 1 when n is even, when our n is even, and minus 1 raised to power n is equal to minus 1 when our n is odd. So the solution can be put in this form: theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha. If n is even, then minus 1 raised to power n is plus, so it becomes even multiple of pi plus alpha. N is odd, minus 1 raised to power n, that is equal to minus 1. That means odd multiple of pi and minus alpha. So therefore, general solution of this equation, sin theta is equal to sin alpha, implies theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha, where n is belonging to z. So n is integer. So this is the solution of the equation sin theta is equal to sin alpha. So this implies theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha. So very interesting solution. Sin theta is equal to sin alpha. General solution is theta is equal to n pi minus 1 raised to power n into alpha. So remember this. Now look at the second equation, that is cos theta is equal to cos alpha. Abhi cos theta is equal to cos alpha, we find what? General solution of this equation. So let's transfer this cos alpha to the left hand side. You will get cos theta minus cos alpha, right hand side become 0. Again we apply factorization formula cos c minus cos d, which is minus of 2 sin c plus d upon 2. C plus d upon 2 will be theta plus alpha upon 2 into sin of c minus d upon 2. That is theta minus alpha upon 2. Right hand side is 0. So what is cos c minus cos d? 2 sin c minus 2 sin c plus d upon 2 into sin c minus d upon 2. So that become minus 2 sin theta plus alpha upon 2 into sin theta minus alpha upon 2 is equal to 0. Right hand side is 0. So this is 0 and this is 0. So we write sin theta plus alpha upon 2 is equal to 0, or sin of theta minus alpha upon 2 is equal to 0. Now look at this general solution. ये general solution आप देखो. Remember this, sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to what? N pi. So as sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to n pi. So in place of theta there is theta plus alpha upon 2. So which can be written as theta plus alpha upon 2 must be equal to n pi, or this theta minus alpha upon 2 must be equal to n pi. Taking cross multiplication will give us theta plus alpha is 2n pi. Theta minus alpha is equal to 2n pi. Combining this both, theta is 2n pi. Theta is equal to 2n pi minus alpha, and theta is equal to 2n pi plus alpha. See, if we transfer this alpha to the right hand side, minus alpha, it becomes plus alpha. So we can combine both. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, or n is belonging to z. N is belonging to z. That is, n is a integer. So thus cos theta is equal to cos alpha implies, what is the general solution? इसका जनरल सॉल्यूशन क्या है? 2n pi plus minus alpha where n is belonging to z. We derived like this. So theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha where n is belonging to z. So again we are getting this interesting general solution of the cos theta is equal to cos alpha 2n pi plus minus alpha where n is belonging to z. Now we will see third one, tan theta is equal to tan alpha. See, tan theta is equal to tan alpha. Tan we write sin upon cos, here also let's write sin theta upon cos theta is equal to sin alpha upon cos alpha. Take cross multiplication, that gives us sin theta cos alpha is equal to cos theta sin alpha. Okay, taking this to the left hand side, sin theta cos alpha minus cos theta sin alpha. What will be the right hand side? 0. Here we are getting sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, which is sin of A minus B. So it is sin of A minus B means theta minus alpha is equal to 0. Now again students, sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to what? Sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to what? You know, sin theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to what? Theta is equal to n pi. So here in place of theta there is theta minus alpha. So therefore theta minus alpha is equal to n pi, where n is belonging to z. That is theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. So where n is belonging to z. This is our general solution for the third equation. Tan theta is equal to tan alpha implies theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, where n is belonging to z. Remember these three equations, their general solutions. Question number 3, exercise 3.1, find general solution of this equation. Sin theta is 1 by 2, cos theta is root 3 by 2, tan theta is equal to 0. We apply general solution formula which we earlier studied. Sin theta, let's begin with sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Let us write sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. You know, the minimum angle, कम से कम एंगल जिसका साइन क्या है 1 by 2, which lies in 0 and 2 pi. 0 and 2 pi. Theta. So what is that angle? Sine of pi by 6. You know, sine of pi by 6 is 1 by 2. Sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. So therefore we write sine of theta is equal to 1 by 2, and in place of 1 by 2 write sine of pi by 6. You know, sine pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Minimum angle we take. So that is pi by 6. Now compare this with sine theta is equal to, see, sine theta is equal to sine alpha. Sine theta is equal to sine alpha. You know the general solution is given by what? Theta is equal to, for this equation, what is the general solution? Sine theta is equal to sine alpha implies theta is equal to what? N pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into alpha, where n is belonging to z. So we apply this. Here alpha is pi by 6 and theta. Therefore theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n alpha. Alpha is what? Pi by 6, where n is belonging to z. N is belonging to z. So this is our general solution of this trigonometric equation. Now start with the second one, that is cos theta is equals to root 3 by 2. This is first. Second, cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Find the minimum angle whose cosine is root 3 by 2 in this interval 0 to 2 pi. So ऐसा कौन सा एंगल है जिसका कोसाइन क्या है रूट 3 by 2? Again same, pi by 6. Cos of pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. Fortunately we are getting the same angle. Cos pi by 6 is equal to root 3 by 2. Therefore we have this equation, cos theta is equal to cos of pi by 6. Now here we use this identity, that's this equation, cos theta is equal to cos alpha implies what? Theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. Compare this equation with this equation, or alpha is pi by 6 here. So therefore solution is what? Theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. What is alpha? Pi by 6. You must write that our n is belonging to what? Integer z. This will be the general solution of this equation. And the next one is cot theta is equal to 0. See the third one, that is cot theta is equal to 0. Third, cot theta is equal to 0. You know, cot of pi by 2. Cot of pi by 2 is 0. So thus we have cot theta is equal to 0. That means cot theta is equal to cot of pi by 2. Taking reciprocal of this, because we know sin theta is equal to sin alpha, cos theta is equal to cos alpha, and tan theta is equal to tan alpha. We derived these three. So take reciprocals. Tan theta is equal to tan of pi by 2. Now as we know, tan theta is equal to tan alpha implies what? Implies theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. What is alpha over here? Pi by 2. Therefore, theta is equal to, our answer is this, theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Alpha is what? Pi by 2. Where n is belonging to z. And this is a general solution of this third question. So thus we did first, that is sin theta is equal to 1 by 2, cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2, tan cot theta is equal to 0. So these are the general solutions. For question number 4 we will be coming with in next video. So keep on watching videos. Thank you very much.